Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dragon and Bear Show.
I was waiting a whole 30 seconds for you to do that.
My name is Geeky Bear, and I am joined with the main person of this channel, Dragon King Entertainment.
Huh.
He's not very entertaining. Well, we are reviewing Gravity Falls, and like that episode, we just watched 4 people fall due to gravity.
But then come out the same way.
Yeah.
And it's just one story we should just keep to ourselves.
Yeah, maybe. That's the end. Make sure you leave a comment on
We just need to spend the next 15 minutes just reading kooky stuff, different stuff constantly.
Or just sit here and float in the void.
Just do random stuff to tell random stories. A sloth versus Sylveon.
Oh my god, that reminds me of my first episode videos on YouTube.
This is an interesting story. Do continue.
Well, it started when I was younger.
But yes, no, we watched the Bottomless Pit episode, which is an anthology style episode.
What?
Anthology style episode. Basically, Alex, it's different stories.
Thank you for speaking my 2 brain cells worth of knowledge.
Basically, do you know that series, American Horror Story?
Yeah, and Black Mirror.
American Horror Story, but yeah, they're anthologies. They're not fully connected. They're just different stories told under the same name. Which is what this is. It's multiple different stories told under the same episode. Because the main plot is them falling into the pit. Then subplots are obviously Dipper's voice story, Zeus's pinball story, Gugustan's random ass sports story, and then obviously Mabel's teeth story.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty good. It was it's like episodes that I wanted to do,
but
wasn't able to make them.
I mean,
or they just weren't fully fleshed out enough.
I can definitely see an episode out, the entire episode out of the teeth story. I can definitely see some sort of random episode where Stanky's walking around and they have to chase after him, trying to stop him from spreading the truth to everyone. I can also see one about the pinball one, because there's a lot of episodes when they get sucked into stuff, so I can definitely see that. The sports one definitely not, because it's very brief. It's literally a joke.
Yeah.
And the Dipper voice one, maybe not.
Maybe that could have been with the Dipper versus manliness.
Yeah, he took it to get a deep voice, and then he found the Minotaurs, and they're like, "Hey, you sound quite cool. Come join us."
You sound like a little baby. Let's teach you how to sound like a man.
But yeah, I don't think this is my favourite one, because I'm not a fan of the first story. I think it's a bit meh. I'm not. Obviously, the Stan one's more of a joke, but that one just throws you out of it a bit.
Yeah.
But I did like the pinball one. Pinball one's quite cool because it's Zeus trying to hit off with a cardboard cutout, which is quite funny at times. And then, as I said, the Gungle Stan with the teeth one, that's an interesting one. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's interesting. I just think out of all of them, it's the pinball one's the best.
Yeah, and then it loops back into the actual how they got into the situation.
Yeah, that's the only one that actually links heavily into the actual what's going on, because it ends with, "Oh, I put the teeth in the trunk, puts the trunk in this hole, and here we are. Oh, there's a trunk." It leads back into it. So it's the only one that makes actual sense. The others are just random stories. As I say, I wouldn't say it's my favourite episode. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I just wouldn't really refer to it as my favourite episode.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not. Yeah.
I'd probably, for me, I'd be putting it on par with the Dipper versus Manliness one. It's just, it's okay. It's just, it definitely feels the most filler compared to the other ones. I feel because they've got this one plot, maybe 2 intertwined with each other, that it works. But because this is technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plots essentially. Yeah. It feels overstuffed at times. See, I don't mind anthology episodes, like when they're telling different stories, but for me, it just doesn't really work here. Like it just feels really like out of place. Like maybe like if this was like a bonus episode or something, then it might work.
Yeah, like the little specials that they've got.
Yeah, like maybe that. Like that's what they could. Didn't know those the Gravity Force shorts.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was technically like it was an overarching plot of it. Like the first episode, they fall into the pit, and each short tells a different story until at the end they come out of the pit and they're like, oh, maybe this is something we just don't talk about because obviously it's not part of the main series, so it's not something they really talk about.
Yeah,
like that could have worked. I feel like it would have worked better in that sense than just thrown in randomly in episode 14. Is it?
Yes, because next episode is the deep end.
Yeah. So, which obviously you get the slight little reference in this one. You do see the lifeguard, don't you, in the bar? Yeah. Hey everyone, we're gonna prank Carla on the road. It's just, I say, it just feels really out of place. I definitely would have loved to have seen like a full pinball episode. Like there's so much they could have done. Like, it would have been interesting. Obviously, obviously it set off the balls to go after them. Imagine if someone turned up and was like, "Oh," and started playing it.
Playing the pinball, yeah.
That would have been really like Grunkle Stanlight finds it like, "Yeah, I got 5 seconds to spare." Ding 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 ding.
Or Robbie or Wendy.
Yeah, like it would have been interesting. Or it's fair. I think it would have worked Grunkle Stan because it being working. It could have gone, "Oh, free game." Ding 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 ding.
And then started to move it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sending them. That would have like really like been a really good episode. Yeah. I think that would have worked better here. But this episode literally could have been. What was the pinball? Because obviously each episode's got like each short's got their own title. What was the pinball one called?
Zeus's greatest story.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Honest to God.
I think it was something like that. Let me just go back.
So quickly, just double check because obviously each got their own little title because it's like a. Obviously they say it, and it comes up like da-dan. That's why I know what that one was called. It would be funny if it was called Zeus's Greatest Story. That would have been hilarious.
Zeus is a really great pinball story. Is that a title? Is that a good title? Do they have to be a pun or whatever? That's the name.
That is just perfect. That is just like for Zeus. That is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like for that part alone, I'd give like a really like in the 9s. Like if that was the entire episode, like because that's how good that is. But it's let down by some very episodes, like extra episodes within it.
Yeah.
Like I still think there's some good jokes in them. Like I think the best joke with the voice when it's the Grunkle Stan at the end is like, "What are you talking about? I'm Grunkle Stan."
I'm Grunkle Stan.
That's probably the best joke for me in that. Or the Zeus burn it with fire. When he's trying to kill obviously Dipper. So that's the best joke in that. And then the teeth one, the bear driving. That's probably the best joke in that one.
What do you mean? That's just me driving.
It's just the lie of I got the doctor gave me like a seeing guy bear to drive. Here, I've got his name right in my jacket. There you go. Oh, can't argue with Doctor Medicine. Like that's probably the best joke in that is the bear, and then it comes full circle at the end of that bit with obviously the cops coming back like, wait, we did some investigating. There's no Doctor Medicine in Gravity Falls. Are you lying to us? Yes, and I commit all these other crimes. That's the best played jokes of those ones, but I feel like just the actual story in general of
it was more interesting.
Zeus one, yeah, because obviously it made the skull's alive and everything, and then he's got the moment at the end where he has to make the choice of, do I keep my name at the top above Pooh, or do I delete it forever?
Yeah,
like that is a really good story of him basically having to give up everything to save them. So that definitely would have worked better as this episode, personally.
Yeah, agreed.
It's not really much to say about this one. It's just
there's just multiple little episodes, and we've talked about them all.
Yeah. So if I'm saying it's about the same as the man in this one, it's an 8.2.
I was going to go with an 8.2 as well.
So you mean one more than the Man in this one. Your Man in this was 8.1.
8.1 then. Sorry.
Oh, you can give it 8.2. I'm saying just give it one extra.
I'm sorry.
So you go with the exact rating you gave the Man in this one.
Yeah. 8.1.
Okay. So both on the same. Well,
yeah.
Same enough wavelength. So it's the same quality as that one. It's just, it's not outstanding. It's not terrible. It's just there's a lot that could have done better. Anyway,
if you like this episode, leave a comment and subscribe, and leave the comment about your thoughts. Yeah, that made sense.
That made the most sense. That I understood everything you said there, Alex.
Perfect.
No, come on, my seeing eye bear. I need a lift to Tesco's.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.